What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. I mentioned in the last episode that I was going to give you guys some Bundesliga gameplay today to complete the weekly objectives. That's not true. We're going to do just the marquee matchups today and look at some other stuff that I did on the account last night on stream. What else are we going to do? That's it really, just marquee matchups. It's going to be a day of marquee matchups. So I did invest in some Coutinhos. I bought 4 of them. I bought them for around 107, 106, 105. They're currently selling for about 120. I hope that at 6 o'clock when he actually gets upgraded to an 88, he'll go up a bit more. But I can get rid of him for 120, which will give me about 6 or 7k profit per card. Not the most amazing stuff. And I also bought 6 Path to Glory Girouds. Sadly, I accidentally cleared them off the trade pile. I bought them all for the price that I'm about to show you because I stored one in my club. Because I'm a G like that. So I bought them all for 45 to 48k, 6 of them, and I sold them all for 70 to 75k. I'll show you right now that his price is still up there around that sort of price. 69's there, so he's dropped down a little bit. He's got a 75 max bin price. But yeah, bottom line is you can sell him for, look at that, as 60k bin on there. So I sold one Coutinho for 125, and he sold. Small profits on Coutinho, some nice profits on Giroud. He went up to an 87 rated this time around, and the reason for that is because I know a lot of people are interested. Hey, like, why did he go up to 87 rated? The reason for that is because his special card, his Puskás award card, which is an 86 rated, was in packs, which means the next inform has to go above that. I didn't realise that that was a thing until today, so you learn something new every day. I thought it would be an 84 rated card, but no. If his Puskás card was an SBC, then yes, his card today would have been an 84. But because it was in packs, it is a much higher rated thing. Now, what did I do, you're probably asking? Well, I went to a lot of the leagues, specifically the less known leagues, and I went and picked up all of the common gold cards on open bid for as cheap as possible. 650 for him, 650 for him. I already bought him for 1,000 coins. When we go to the Turkish league, 1,000, 1,200 there. First owner there, 750 for Talisca, 800 for a few of these dudes here down to Topal, but more of the 79s and such. Kameni, 650, 650 for Hutchinson, 650 for Fernando, 650 for Faguli, 650 for Battaglia. There's a few 600 coin ones in there as well. But I went and basically got myself a whole bunch of these guys. The Scottish Premier League players as well, 650, 650, 650. 600 for Tierney. The reason why I did this is because I could discard him for how much I paid for him, which is great. Or I can discard him for 40 coins less than I paid for him, and I could sell him for 750, 800 to lazy buyers, no problem at all. The reason why I went and did this, and I did this for the Russian League as well, as you can see here, I went and bought all of the Russian League low-end dudes. Basically, anyone that was going on open bid for 650 coins, I picked them up on those 4 or 5 leagues, and I will continue to do that through all the major leagues and all the minor leagues possible over the next few days. And the reason for that is because when Team of the Season comes around, it's likely that in the upgrade section we'll get the 82 plus rated upgrade pack, or we'll get the the Premier League premium upgrade pack, or whatever that we had last year, where you put in 7 rares and 4 commons and you get a 25k Premier League premium players pack. And for Team of the Season, that was big last year, and it sent every single gold card up to 1,000, 1,200 coins. Eventually they come back down, but you'll get at least a minimum 800, 900 coins for these gold cards. And the reason why I'm doing it as an individual player from each league instead of like bulk buying players is because I already have 60 spots on my trade pile taken, or 59, and I don't want to fill my trade pile up with a whole bunch of players. Like already now, I don't like having this guy on my trade pile. You know what I mean? I bought him for 800. He's selling for 850, 900, but because he's an 81 rated card, I think at 800 coins that's a bargain. So I'm not ready to sell him yet, but I could sell him for probably 1,000 coins. In fact, I'll list him for 1,000 coins. If he sells, great. If not, I'll just keep him on the trade pile. But I don't want to like fill up my trade pile with a whole bunch of just really low budget cards. Because the scope for profit on these cards isn't high. I'm buying them at 650, 600, and I'll be selling them for 850 to 1,000, right? The scope for profit is like 300 coins per card after tax. So if I invested, 100,000 coins on that, I'd only probably make something like 40,000 coins off of that. And in the grand scheme of things, making 40,000 coins isn't amazing. But the reason why I'm personally doing this is because throughout Team of the Season, I absolutely do want to do a lot of those upgrade packs. So I'm kind of gearing my club up in preparation for that, so I know I can get it for the absolute bare minimum. I was talking on stream about icons and such right now. I'm very tempted to complete Javier Zanetti. I'm going to see how he goes over the coming days and weeks. And the reason for that is because Javier Zanetti is a 92 rated icon who is very, very cheap to complete. You can complete him on PlayStation from scratch for 340,000 coins. Even if you got like the worst rewards back from the packs, you'd make at least 40 to 50,000 coins back from that, which puts his value down to about 290,000 coins if you had nothing, right? If you had nothing. And you could probably complete it from scratch a bit cheaper than the 340 that is touted for, just off the back of sniping players or getting them on open bid. So you could probably complete it for 320, you'd get 50k back, so you're looking at 270. Now, if we look at the price of icons right now, you can actually buy icons for about 270. I don't know if there are any at 270. Yeah, there you go. 3 icons there at 270. But they're only 85 rated. So I might be completing Zanetti, not even to use him, but even if he cost me 300k from scratch, there's no 92 rated icons at 300k. The reason why I might complete Zanetti is because we'd get a 92 rated icon for as cheap as the lower rated icons would be. And that's important because we are going to be completing Ruud Gullit. If that Belander sold, no it didn't. We are going to be completing Ruud Gullit at some stage or another during Team of the Season, and I've changed my mind a little bit on who I want to get rid of. So for me, during Ruud Gullit's SBCs, we've already done 2 of the 12 available. In this 89 rated squad, I don't want to get rid of Rui Costa. I just quite like this card, if I'm being honest. You know, I've had my ups and downs with it, but he's been a mainstay in the team, and I know he's going to be a really fun one to help link players through Team of the Season from the minor leagues. So I want to keep Ruud Gullit. So actually, it's going to be Javier Zanetti that goes in here, his 92 rated cards, and that really helps with alleviating some value. And then if we put Schweinsteiger in there, this team is good enough to be turned in. So with that, I don't necessarily want to use Thiago, but I will use Thiago. I don't want to use Bastian Schweinsteiger, so I'm going to replace Schweinsteiger with a different 88 rated card because I actually want to keep him. But for a placeholder there, Schweinsteiger will be going in. Everybody else on this team, I'm more than happy to dump. So I will be keeping Schweinsteiger. I know I've played a lot of games with some of these cards. You know, we've got 300 games with Benatia. We've got over 600 games with Matuidi. These guys have served a good purpose for the club. 200 games with Fernandinho. And now they're going to go, I think, over 200, 199 with Ander Herrera. Probably somewhere close to 250 games with Quincy Promes. They served a good purpose for the club. We made profit whilst getting Promes. We made good profit whilst getting Cavani. The red cards were free to us for achieving, FUT Champs rewards. Ibrahimovic and Koke are going to be essentially free to us from just doing the FUT swap. So the price of this will be negated massively. And then in the icon part of the squad, I'm going to be using the Henrik Larsson icon that we've got, who actually only cost us about 50k. We did the bronze upgrade method to complete the 83 and 84 rated parts of his squads, and then we just spent money on the 85 rated part of his squad, which was about 50 to 60k, because I did already have some players. So he was super cheap for us. So the total price, I worked it out, and if I have like even the worst pack luck, the total actual cost of this Gullit for me, once Team of the Season comes around, is going to be about 800,000 coins, which is remarkable. I also hope that we'll be able to get a better deal on some of these squads when Team of the Season comes, just because the high rated cards come down. The gold cards will crash in price and the Team of the Season cards will be cheap. So I'm hoping it will cost me like absolute minimal coins. So that's why I want to complete Zanetti. However, the reason why I want to wait to complete him, I don't want to complete him immediately, is because, again, during Team of the Season, I think, you know, he's 340 right now on PlayStation. I think his price will go down towards 300k because he's a very easy one to complete, you know. Primera, Inter, and Argentina, but then 84, 85, 86. These squad ratings will, the value of these will absolutely just come down. They just will, right? Because 86 rated gold cards will just become super, super cheap. You'll be able to fill in like an 88 Team of the Season card. That's super cheap as well, that will just help reduce the actual value of the cost needed. So I want to be able to do this Zanetti for less than 300,000 coins, but also I don't want to do him just yet, because if the prices of icons continues to crash, it might then be more prudent to just go and purchase a 90 or 91 rated icon instead of completing him. So I just wanted to show you that we've done in the club so far. Sorry that took too long. I just wanted to like kind of give you guys a little indication of what I've been doing so that maybe you guys can follow suit and join me, or maybe not. And then we're going to do marquee matchups today as well. And I'm not saving packs for what it's worth. I'm opening packs all the time. I know a lot of YouTubers are starting to gear up and save packs right now. I just don't find it necessary because my pack luck is terrible as it is. So there's no point me trying to save packs when I can't even, you know, can't even get packs. We've got any centre forwards? We've got any strikers from this league? We've got 2. That's perfect. We'll throw them in there. So we need 3 leagues and 3 rare players. So we'll throw the 3 rare players on the other side. Let's pop the centre back in and the left mid in. We might use the left back actually, just for chemistry reasons. Let's pop him in there, and let's pop him in there. So that puts us up to 72 chemistry. So I need a 3rd league and need 3 rare cards. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the maybe Championship. No, maybe English League 1. Have I got any rares here? Hell yeah, I have. So we'll take the rares from the English League 1. We'll pop him in. Let's check the right mids. Hopefully I've got some rares. Yes, we have. We'll pop him in, and then I shouldn't need to use a right back. Let's check, see if we've actually got one. Is that good enough? Oh, it's more than good enough. There you go. So this you know, this SBC is super cheap. I've got 2 Zenit players there that are dirt cheap anyway. I think they're both pack pulled. I don't think I purchased either of them. There you go. So 2 gold players there. We get to turn that in for a gold pack and 9 bronzes around it. Super cheap, super easy. According to Footbin, the marquee matchups is 25,000 coins on PlayStation if you had nothing from scratch. And from the back of that, you get a gold pack, a jumbo premium gold pack, a rare mixed players pack, a premium gold players pack, and a prime gold players pack. This marquee matchups, guys, is a bargain, an absolute bargain. So the next one we needed was Fiorentina versus Lazio, 3 leagues minimum, 76 overall rated. So we are going to do Sporting Porto, Fiorentina, Lazio. So we're going to go do Bundesliga players in here. It needs to be 76 rated, so what I'll be able to get away with basically is using those really low-end Bundesliga golds that we're going to have floating around in the club for sure. All of these guys, and I'm going to try and stick to some Germans just because it's easier to link, but it shouldn't really be too much of a problem. Oh, I didn't want that. I want that goalkeeper back actually. Let's go and get ourselves the Calcio. What was the goalkeeper I had there? Who did I have there? Fiorentina and Lazio. Oh, so I had Sportiello in there. There we go. And then yeah, just want to check out for the rest of the Bundesliga. Now we do need 3 leagues minimum, so the final spot, I don't really want to waste high-rated cards on that. Let's have a look what other Bundesliga players we've got just floating about that we can use here. So he's untradeable, which is perfect. He's also untradeable, so we might use him, which is quite nice. We've then got strikers, left backs. We've got we've got a right mid, we've got a left wing. Let's try and fit these in for now and see where we are, because we've got 78 and 277, so for team rating, it's okay to use some 75s in there, not a problem at all. We don't want to pop him in, we'll pop him in there. We do need 85 chemistry, however, so we'll put the CDM in there. Now, do we have any cams from the Bundesliga? Yes, we do. So we'll throw him in too, and in fact, I think that's what we'll end there. We'll throw him there. Now, we need 85 chemistry. That's going to be quite tough, mainly because I have the goalkeeper in there. Let's pop the left back in instead. Actually, doesn't change chemistry. That's interesting. Let's go and get ourselves another cam then. We had another common cam, so him there. So that's 85 chemistry, so we just need a left back now. Now this actually might have a negative impact. Now we already got the rating. No, but a silver 66 is enough. A bronze 48 is also enough. So if I could get a Croatian, any Croatian player should probably be good enough to finish this off. Let's go for any Croatian bronze. This should be enough. Look at that. That is perfect. It takes up to 86 chemistry. It's the 3rd league. We've got 1 Lazio player, 1 Fiorentina player. We get a jumbo premium gold pack for that. Super cheap. All those Bundesliga players will be at like low price, low discard price. Next up, Sporting versus Porto. So I have, I believe, no Sporting or Porto players. Let me go to the Liga NOS. Otherwise, they would have been in here. Where we got? So Porto. Oh no, because I went and bought loads, didn't I? Oh yeah. So Porto, what rating do we need? So 74 rated. So we'll take this guy. And then we need some Sporting players too. So I should have a whole bunch of Sporting players too. I do. Left mid I don't really care about. I don't want to use the high rated dudes. Let's take Bruno Cesar. So we'll pop him in there. We'll pop him in there. And then we need a 74 rated squad. And same nation 6. So what we'll do with that is we will go to the... Let's have a look at the French league if I've got some golds. I have got golds. Perfect. So we'll go and get ourselves a couple of French dudes in there. And a French goalkeeper, which would be nice. He's untradeable for me as well. Let's see if I've got any other untradeable French players. So I have. So I can do the French League, I just can't do French Nation. And we only need a 74 rated squad. So let's pop him there, because I should be able to get away with not using too many golds. We'll throw another Frenchman in there, which would be good for chemistry. So we're already at 74 rated. Let me go back to the old trusted English leagues. Let's go high rated to low rated. We'll start with this 63 rated dude. He takes us up to a 72. We'll then move on to a 60 rated dude, takes us up to 74. So we've already got the rating, we just need the chemistry now. So any striker here that works is good. So he only takes us to 79. We've got an Irish striker, or from that club with the blue badge. No, so what we'll do is we'll throw him in there, and then we'll, in fact, swapping these two around should be enough. There it is, it's perfect. Look at that, easy as you like, guys. So a couple of cheap French league players, couple of bronzes, one Porto, one Sporting player, 80 chemistry, job done, rare mixed players pack. So those are the three cheapest ones. Apparently it cost like 3.75k for Zenit, 5.8k for Fiorentina Lazio, 6k for Sporting Porto, but then 10k for Man United v Spurs, because you need 2 Man United or Spurs players. Now I think I've got all of the ones that I've got that I want to use in the club there already. So Manchester United players, yeah, exactly. So what I'm going to use Blind, who I picked up, and I'm going to use Davinson Sanchez, who I picked up. I picked these dudes up for cheap, or I packed them. So 1,100 for Davinson Sanchez. He's probably a bit more expensive than that right now. Yeah, he's up at like 2,000 coins or so. So again, it's just one of those situations where buying players when they're at their cheapest is just valuable, because they will always be relevant and needed. You know, as long as you get them at their bottom resting price, you're just golden. We need a 79 rated squad with 85 chemistry, and do you know, I'm actually going to go towards and gear towards using a Premier League squad, because I've got a lot of Premier League players that I picked up for super cheap that we'll be able to use in. So we need a 79 rated squad, we need a lot of rare players, and I can just use, maybe I shouldn't use Premier League players. In fact, let's go back now. Let's go to the Calcio A and have a look at what I've got floating around here. Not enough. Let's have a look at the Bundesliga players. Okay, I like this. Let's pop these two guys in here. Let's go and get ourselves some. Ooh, too many cams. Let's have a look at our centre mids here. That's more like it. We can throw in Rudy. We can throw in Cosiello, and then up front we'll pop in Alario there. So that takes us to a 78 rated squad. I just need a Premier League goalkeeper. I don't particularly want to use Carnesius. However, I bought these goalkeepers so cheap. Mandanda 1.3k. Let's have a look at French national goalkeepers. Costil cost me 1.2k. This guy, that works for rating for him. Does the 75 work for rating? Yes, it does. So we'll actually take him, and then we'll get our extra chemistry point from where? It's a tricky one. Maybe we'll go for a Premier League CDM. Let's see that. Let's go to gold CDMs from the Premier League, and we'll pop in Ducouré. No, that's even worse chemistry. And Didi, that's down to 80 as well. He's down to 80. Krykowiak is also down to 80. I'm probably just going to convert one of these players. CM to cam cards are not very expensive. I have 13 of them available as well. They're literally like the 300 coin cards. So I'll trade that in as well. Using players I had in the club is always much better. We had a couple of untradables in there as well, which is nice. And then for completing the whole set, we get a Prime Gold Players Pack. And yes, I'm going to open them now. I know a lot of people are starting to save packs for Team of the Season. As I said, guys, you know, I've saved packs before for Team of the Season, for Team of the Year, and it's just never worked out for me. I've never packed anything massive out of saving packs. But sometimes you just get lucky in packs when you open them. This is the gold pack. Polish, right back. We get a pinch check, and that's okay. You know, an 83 rated card from a gold pack, that is a good start. And an 82 Gomez. And a Snodgrass from Villa. Now, is he worth something right now? He's worth a little more than normal, that's for sure. Let's pop him up at 1,200. I mean, that for me is solid as. You know, I'm already confirmed to myself that it was the right decision to open the packs right now, because I could have opened these during Team of the Season and just got nothing. You know, you're not guaranteed to get things just because you save your pack. So it's my philosophy this year has been, hey, if your luck's in, your luck's in. And if it's not, it's not. So you might as well open them straight away. And if you're due to get an icon or a Ronaldo or an expensive card, you'll get that. And if you're not due to get those things, then you won't get that. So I'm more than happy to open these now. We've got some good position modifiers and such in there. We'll send these two bad boys up to the trade pile. I'll list those in a second off camera. I don't want to waste too much time here for you guys. Premium Gold Players Pack, Prime Gold Players Pack, and Rare Mixed Players Pack. Now, we've got a good opportunity here to get Key and to get Dak, potentially, of course. We sadly get no boards, but 4 golds, 4 silver, 4 bronze, and you can always get some of the big silvers and stuff in here. So a nice Michael Keane there isn't so bad. We'll send him into the trade pile. This guy worth nothing. These guys worth nothing. These guys, I'm going to save Ricketts because I want to do the MLS SBC, but we'll take a look at Valente because I don't really care about the Liga NOS SBC. So he's worth less than 1,000 coins, so I'll save him for the time being. If they're worth more than 1,000 coins, I'll sell them. If they're worth less than 1,000 coins, I'll dump them. So that leaves the best 2 packs till last. Premium Gold Players Pack. If we only get a board in the 5k pack, that'd be crazy. You know what I mean? No, we get a board in the 25k pack as well. Very nice indeed. Let's see what comes of it. Portuguese, CDM. It's going to be, what is that, Pereira? And I wonder if he's still going for a cheeky amount of coins as well. 2-3k or so? Yeah, he's still 2.5k. I'll sell him up for 2.5k. We'll dump him, and then we get some good cards in here. Is Dyer also going for a little bit right now just because he's English? No, he's not. 650. So it's not a bad pack. We get Silver Bundesliga player Horn. Let's have a look at him for value. Yeah, we'll get a few thousand coins for him. We'll list him up for 1,600 and go from there. We'll send the rest of the guys into the club. And then open our final pack, the Prime Gold Players Pack. Do we get a board out of the best pack? That's the question here. No, we don't. So we've got a board out of the worst pack and the second to best pack, but not out of the best pack. We get Divock Origi. We get Hatton Ben Arthur, a nice 81 rated. I'll send those guys to the trade pile and these guys into the club. And that's basically going to be that for today, guys. So just a nice little marquee matchups there. Nothing major. Those Coutinhos should have gone now as well. So I want to relist the Coutinhos. As I say, they're selling for about 120,000 coins right now. But I'm going to wait until 6 p.m. I'm actually just going to relist them right now for what I bought them for. Because when they get upgraded in 10 minutes from the time I'm recording this video, I'm hoping people will start flooding in to start purchasing them after they've seen the upgrade. But this, guys, for today is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.